Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Radeon, it's going to be Bisu and Speed, old guard versus a new guard, the very definition of top right. It's going to be Bisu, top left. It is Speed. Dude plays fast, that's why that's his name. Used to play under the name of Sexy, which is kind of interesting, kind of a fun name for a Korean player to use as his StarCraft handle. And yeah, man, he has qualified for ASL several times. He gets a little bit further every single time, I feel like. Maybe not in ASL 20, but in ASL 21, I have high hopes for him, as well as for Bisu here, man. Just an incredibly long-lived career in esports. Back 2004, I think, is when Bisu came onto the scene, which is 20 years ago now. 21 years ago, and he is still at the top of his game, man. Just incredible stuff, incredible PvTs, especially against players like Speed here. So Bisu, I feel like, is going to teach Speed a lesson. Gonna teach him a lesson here. I did cast a Bisu versus Speed game where Bisu went carriers and Speed sniffed it out in time and then just marched across the field with a lot of Goliaths into the main base of Bisu and just sniped all the carriers, sniped the main base, and that was it. So Speed is very adept at handling carrier transitions, so we will see if Bisu tries it today. Gateway coming up inside the main base. Oh, at the top of the ramp here is our barracks from Speed. I like it. Excellent stuff going on here. Mineral fields being mined. No sign of scouting yet, but scouting as soon as the game starts is kind of a waste of minerals, right? You will see where the player is, but you have no idea what their build is. So, scouting now, right, you know there's going to be a cybernetics score. Scouting now, you know there is going to be gas, or there's not going to be gas. And there we go. So this probe, scouting out. Are we going to scout the right way, PD the probe? Are we? And yes, we're going to scout the right direction. Excellent job, PD. You're going to get a raise, or maybe get shot in the face by a Marine and die. Ooh, racks expand here. For our guy Speed, you better be quick on that bunker because Dragoons are in your future. The cybernetics core is almost done. Wait a second. What? No! What? Why? Okay, we're scouting cross spawn first. But not a direct cross spawn. You were thinking of scouting top left, weren't you? And then you changed your mind and said, I'm going to scout on the diagonal. And now you have no idea that it's a one racks into an expand here for Speed. His refinery isn't even done quite yet. Okay, so both players in the dark about what the other player is doing here. But Speed knows he needs to protect himself against Dragoons just in case Bisu is going very standard, and he is. Expansion after the cybernetics core. Oh my gosh, this probe's like, okay, so no Terran here either. All right, so I did the very, very worst scouting pattern I could possibly do. PD, you're not going to get a raise. You're going to get a demotion, but hey, I guess it's not your fault. You're a robot programmed to follow orders. The commander who made you go on the super inefficient scouting pattern, super unlucky scouting pattern, is going to get demoted. Run, Steve. Run, Steve. The SCV. Into the bunker he goes. I like it. I like into the bunker there. Sometimes I forget that SCVs can go into bunkers. We see it so infrequently, but yeah, bunker up. Singularity charge on the way. And yeah, if you like Steve the SCV, Terror the Overlord, Robert the Zealot, check out my merch at falconpaladin.store. It's a good time of year to purchase merch for your family and friends that do like the Falcon Paladin channel. Or maybe put it on your own wish list for Christmas this year. We do have a new shirt with Robert the Zealot, Terror the Overlord, and Steve the SCV all on the front of it, as well as a hoodie. So if you like the characters on this channel, there is merch for you. And winter hats as well, for those of you who are freezing on the east coast of the United States right now. It's uncharacteristically warm on the western side of the United States, but on the eastern half, dude, it is like sub below freezing temperatures. So cold. And a lot of snow as well. Winter hat to warm your head. My mom always said 90% of your body heat in winter escapes out of your head, out of the top of your head. So she made us wear hats when we went outside and we were warm. She was a registered nurse. Labor and delivery nurse, but, you know, she's smart anyway. So, there we go. Singularity charge finishing up. We've got a robotics bay warping in, back home for Bisu. I'm liking it. So, working away on this bunker. It's not a bunker bust here, just, you know, draining minerals out of the Terran's bank here. Robotics bay, bam, looking so good with those vacuum cleaners. I like it a lot. Tank says, hey, you don't have enough Dragoons so that I can't do this, right? And yeah, three Dragoons are not quite enough to chase away and get a jump on that siege tank. Maybe 4 Dragoons. I want to say 5 is the one. Observatory on the way because, again, spider mines are a big threat. We have a dropship. Early dropship here and vultures. It's going to be a vulture drop versus a reaver drop here in the early stages of this PvT. I like it. I like the aggression. Sometimes we have PvTs where both players are just like, yeah, 5th base, why not? Yeah, 7th base, why not? And they still haven't made a single engagement out on the map yet. PvT can be a little bit slow that way, but hey, we've got drops here at 6 minutes. 3rd base on the right side here on Radeon. Engineering base scouting out to see, is there a shuttle coming in from the south side? I've had shuttles come in from the south side here before, says Speed. Barracks also scouting for the east side. And look, he did see the shuttle a little bit earlier than he otherwise would have. So we see the tank. We see the missile turret. Boop, boop. Unloading right on top of this tank. 2 zealots and a reaver. And no damage from that first scarab damage. There we go. On the missile turret. Bam, missile turret down. We are just pretty much dead at this stage, but no! Protoss shuttle pickup. Excellent pickup there, and the tank is dead. Oh, okay, so now the shuttle's dead, and now the reaver is dead. Maybe we can get one more shot into the mineral line. Maybe one more. One more. Bam! Taking out another tank. That was a successful shot there. That was super successful, dude. Dropship here as well. Oh, man, do we need to... Okay, we're going to rewind. Were they microing on both sides of the map at the same time? I think they were. Check it out. Yeah, unloading the vultures inside the natural base at the same time this is happening. Dude, we need picture-in-picture on this channel, don't we, sometimes? Oh, nothing protecting the probes there from the vultures. Reaver, 1 kill. Zealots inside. Oh, there we go. Bruising up this tank. I like it a lot. And 5 kills on that vulture. 3 kills. 6 kills. 4 kills and 10 kills combined for these vultures. Wasting attacks on the Dragoons. But that is 10 kills, 44 SCVs, 34 probes. The dropship says, my work is done here. I'm going to go back home. And now we're caught up to where we were before we reround. Dude, amazing stuff. Shuttle prevention here for our guy, Mr. Wraith. But the shuttle is dead, but there's nothing to stop Bisu from making another shuttle, right? Right. This is a super scrappy early game here from our guys, Bisu and Speed. I am loving it. And again, Speed, vultures. That is Speed's signature. Machine shop on the way. We've got ourselves Starport quiet. We've got a +1 attack here from the armory. And look at this. We've got true Dragoons ready for this dropship in the pipe 5x5. Enough. And not quite killing the dropship there, but unloading 2 vultures with Speed. Not quite spider mines yet, but it is being researched. And look at this. Look at this. Oh, man. Look at this probe pickoff here. 50 SCVs to 42 probes. This is such an excellent early game for our guy, Speed. I just giving him an A+ right now. A+ grade from Falcon Paladin right now, dude. You have an economic advantage, even though the 3rd base here from Bisu is done. Making more factories here. Wraith patrolling, just making sure that the drops do not come back to bite him. Maybe a revenge drop here. We do have Reavers. Do we have a shuttle anywhere on the map at this point? Yes, we do. We do have 1 shuttle. Nothing's inside it, but yeah, I think shuttle patrolling by this Wraith is a good thing to do here, because Bisu is planning on coming back again with a Reaver drop. Siege mode is done, as we can hear. And yeah, whittling down the tank count early. You hear me say that every single PvT. Every single PvT. And here we go. Oh, unsupported tanks here. I guess one Spider Mine, a couple Spider Mines, and a Vulture is kind of supporting the siege tanks here. And this siege tank has 3 kills, and it's dead again, whittling down the siege tank count. Just keeping it low, killing siege tanks as much as you can. Excellent job here by Bisu as well. I think I'm going to give him a B for the early game at 9 minutes and 30 seconds. We are scanning. Hey, look, it's a third base. Quelle Surprise blocked off with pylons and a cannon behind it. Ah, all right, fair enough. These Vultures are like, all right, you're defending it. Fair play. We're going to check to make sure you're not getting a super fast fourth base here at 10 minutes because, again, sometimes that happens. Charon boost on the way as well. +1 attack here from our guy Bisu. All right. Everything's chill. We're going to have siege tanks, vultures, Goliaths. We're going to have the zealots. We're going to have the dragoons. We're going to have the reavers. See what the reavers are going to try to do here, folks. Where did that shuttle go? Did we lose it? No, here it is. Here it is, hoofing it out. We're going to have a bit of a snow-esque usage of this Reaver shuttle. It's going to try to slow down the expansion timing and the push-out timing for our guy Speed. And 4 more Vultures inside the main base of Bisu. Dude. Yeah, look at this wall off. Look at this wall off. Walling off here, walling off here. Walling off here. It's a full wall off inside the main base for Bisu. Absolutely insane stuff. I'm liking it. I am liking it a lot here, folks. Bam. Third base. Done. Protoss Forge. Upgrading. Any sign of a third base here for Bisu? Not quite yet. Or for Bisu. For Speed and not quite yet. Yeah, look at this. Reavers forcing an unsiege on these tanks. Forcing a siege up as well. Hang on a second. What are we doing? Are we defending with this shuttle? Maybe swapping the Reavers into a more healthy shuttle? No? Okay, just... I don't know why we went back there, but fair enough. Vultures, Spider Mines on the left side. Spider Mines down at the bottom right here as well. We've got a Templar Archives on the way from Bisu. Warping in here inside the main base, as it usually is, but you don't need to. And yeah, I like this. Fourth base warping in down the right side here from our Protoss player. We've got a Wraith. Oh, Wraith did catch the shuttle, and now the Reavers are unsupported. We've got a Wraith working away on this Reaver. Oh, Spider-Mine killing the responding Dragoons? Ooh. And then there we go. Second shuttle pickup again. Excellent job. Excellent job by this shuttle retrieving the Reavers so they are not killed by the siege tanks. We got ourselves Psionic Storm on the way. We are moving out with Dragoons with +1 attack, +2 attack. Just now is getting started at 12 minutes and 35 seconds. And yeah, at this stage, I kind of feel like Bisu was caught up. I think he has overcome the early stage economic deficiency here against our guy Speed. Fourth base, just about done. 59 probes to 55 SCVs. And killing a lot of tanks early here. Slowing down the expansion timings. Check it out. It is still at 2-basing speed. Finally. Command center floating down at the third base. Down the left side here. 13 minutes. But dude, 4 bases are already done. And I think maybe a 5th base, as soon as he sees that this is going to be a third base landing here from Speed, he says, okay, let's try to keep the economic advantage as big as we can here. 4 bases to 3 bases is good, but what's even better? 5 bases. 5 bases to 3 bases. Really good, too. Okay, escort the probe. Escort the probe. He did. He's escorting the probe. The probe says, okay, let's go ahead and just see, just check what's up there real quick, Dragoons. Maybe it's going to be a Vulture. Yeah. Yeah, Spider Mines are already there. Oh, 2 Dragoons to 1 Spider Mine. Woo-wee. Absolutely unhinged stuff there. Brutal, brutal stuff. Vulture's trying to come down here and shut this thing down, trying to get something there as well. Bisu, no, that's a lot of Vultures, man. Did he get that Vulture with a Zealot? He did. He got that. Oh, man. Oh, no, not fully walled off against the Vultures here. They do have +1 attack And the cannon is down. These probes are all dead. He did have a probe advantage like 30 seconds ago, and now it is gone. 55 SCVs to 50 probes. Brutality. Absolutely brutal stuff, man. No mining going on at the 4th base here. 5th base on the low ground. And maybe a 6th base to make up for the loss of probes there. 3 basing Terran. Vultures all over the place. I am loving it. What is he even scanning right now with that scan? I don't know what that was, but, you know, he's keeping an eye on the map. Keeping a beautiful eye on the map, as always. Probe transfer. And yeah, Goliath versus shuttles. Ooh, these shuttles are kind of full too. All 3 shuttles sniped. Excellent job there by Speed, marching out there so bravely with the Goliath and sniping down 3 different shuttles. The 2nd and 3rd shuttle did get a somewhat of an unload there for the Zealots, but man, all 3 shuttles are dead, as well as whatever was in them when they died. 189 supply here from Speed on 3 bases. We do have +1/+1. We've got +2 on the way. A little bit late here, I think, but the early game shenanigans, it did slow that down, in my opinion. Nexus down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Storm in here. We've got tanks sieging up leapfrog style, as you need to do with tanks, especially against Protoss. Both players maxed out effectively at this point. Both players similar banks, under 1,000 minerals and under 1,000 gas. This is the move out. This is the move out by Vultures. It's a lot faster. Sniping High Templar. Sniping High Templar here. New High Templar. With these Vultures, man. Speed. I am loving your approach to this game so far. 4 cannons. Is that enough to prevent all of my probes getting killed? Says Bisu. 4 cannons at the 4th base. I certainly hope it is. Oh my gosh. Just whittling down the Zealot count here. The tanks are like, thanks, man. Really appreciate it. But hey, there are more Zealots up here as well. Just Speed implacably marching across the map here on 3 bases. 4th base being landed down the left side. Scanning up here, seeing, okay, Zealots there. I don't like that. But look at this. This position right here simultaneously threatens the high ground of this base and this base and this base at the same time. It looks like he's going for the 3rd is what he's going to try to do. Yeah, no sign of High Templar. This Zealot count is, wow, so underwhelming at this point, dude. Sieging up on this bridge, an excellent place for siege tanks, especially if Vultures are protecting them. It is a choke. Okay, so sieging up in range of cannons, not a good idea. There we go. Sieging up, killing the cannon. And here we go. Maybe an attack onto Speed's big tank ball here. Yeah, and now we have Storm. Oh, shuttle down. Nowhere to hide for these High Templar. No sign of energy for these High Templar. Again, sniping the High Templar with those Vultures, then pulling back. High level Gosu move there by our guy Speed. And yeah, look at that. Nexus just about done. We are simultaneously pushing on this 3rd base and protecting the tanks that are trying to take down this base as well. But no, Reaver dropped on him. And the tank is dead. Nexus lost most of its shields, but it is still alive. 4th base here down the left side. 62 probes. 255 SCVs. Again, Bisu has a base count. He has a worker advantage count, but there are tanks on his side of the map tearing stuff up. Haha, tearing it up like a Terran player does, but he's defending so ably. Zealot bombing. Reavers helping to take out these siege tanks. Psystorm being dropped as well. Bisu! I think he's okay. I think he's doing fine. He's been threatened, but he's cleaned out the tanks on his side of the map. But a new base from Speed. Dude, this game is insane. This game is insane. I cannot believe that Speed's getting yet another base up the top side. Might expand down the left side here too. If he's got a second for it, I don't see why he wouldn't. EMP's on the way from Speed. Shuttles galore coming in. Here for Bisu. Scanning bases, saying, Bisu's got a lot of the map right now. Can I afford to expand down here? I like there's a pylon and a probe here. On the left side, kind of curious. I mean, Protoss doesn't really want to take this north or the south base because you can put tanks on there anyway on that ramp and really kill it. But Zealot bombs are your best friend. Ask for Zealot bombs for Christmas today from your loved ones, because if they love you, they'll give you Zealot bombs. If you're a Protoss man, cleaning out a lot of these tanks, a lot of the Zealots are dying too. High Templars got 7 kills, which is really good against a Terran player, man. 143 to 137 supply. This game is close. This game is extraordinarily close of what it comes down to here. We're at 61 to 55 total supply, or total worker count now. Bisu's up on that one. He's also up on total supply, which he needs to do to beat somebody who is meching like this, especially speed. +3 attack is done for the Protoss, +2, +1 for the Terran. He should be at 3-2 at this stage of the game by 20 minutes, but again, a little bit delayed. A little bit of a storm drop at this 12 o'clocker. The SCVs are dead. Ugh. If you love good storm drops on SCVs, there's a game I cast between Blade and Yoon, I think it was, on the channel. Maybe it's a different player, but anyway, it was Blade on the channel just about a week or two ago. It has one of the greatest, most amazing, disgusting... Oh, it's Royal. Blade versus Royal PvTs I've ever played. The biggest storm drop maybe in the history of PvT on the channel. If you missed it, let me know. Ask me for it. I'll give you a link to it in the comments because it's amazing. Anyway, this game is happening. 177 to 162 supply. Bisu is up. He's trying to march up this way. I don't know. He just really hasn't been able to threaten any of these bases today. This might be it, though. He might be able to get up here into... Yes, into that 12 o'clock base. Unupgraded Marines aren't going to do anything about that. Psy Storms are blanketing. Going after Vultures. Going after Goliaths. Going after Siege Tanks. Why not? Why don't ya? We got an EMP'd here. It looks like it's possibly EMP'd. Zealot still hacking away. He's killed Marines. He's killed SCVs. He's killed tanks. This is amazing stuff here from Bisu. He's going to get this base. If he brings the Archons up and the Dragoons, he can kill this command center. It's not going to be able to run from this much +3 Dragoon and Archon damage. 154 to 100 supply all of a sudden. Bisu's macroing behind it. He's winning that engagement. He's killing an entire base. The SCV count is plummeting. Oh, and Speed with the GG taps out in 21-32, and old man Bisu gets the victory. You gotta love this guy, man. Wow. You absolutely have to love this dude. Crazy. Crazy showing there. I mean, that is what we're talking about. That is a great game there for Bisu. Bisu fans have got to be happy about this. I've had a Bisu fan be kind of mad at me recently because I posted 3 straight Bisu games where he lost all of them a couple weeks ago, but I think Bisu's won 2 in a row now on the channel. So, hey, let's go. Let's hear it for Bisu against Speed, the young kid, too, no less. Not someone kind of older and slower like him. He's taken down Speed. I think getting these bases was huge, obviously. Protecting this Nexus was massive. This Nexus dies, I think it starts a big, just a domino fall to where more bases are going to die. So protecting this one is also huge. The Vulture attacks are massive. I do like this block, right? He's got a block all the way up the entire north-south reach of his main base so that Vultures can't drop out here and get to his minerals. Get to his probes on those minerals. I don't think he was trying to squeeze in here and he couldn't do it. I love it. I love the idea there from Bisu. So yeah, upgrades are better, right? 3-2 versus the only 2-1 here from Speed. I think Speed later on his upgrades really helped a lot. The Reaver shenanigans versus the shuttle versus the dropship Vulture shenanigans, very fun. Got this started early. It got crazy late. And just a really fun time overall. EMPs happened. That's why this Archon exists, I'm pretty sure. Although sometimes you'll just Archon if your 2 High Templar ran out of energy through normal shenaniganeries, right? Right. All right, man. That was absolutely, truly fantastic showing there. What a great play. So again, just gotta love Bisu, gotta love everybody, gotta love the PvT, and that's what we got. End of the day, 135,000 points, 156,000 points in favor of Bisu. Speed outproducing Bisu. Bisu outproducing or outkilling Speed. Structures raised 9-4. Resources. Bisu looking good, man. That is a big 52, big green long tube of resources to the 42 that Bisu was able to get out. So nicely done by the Bisu, and that is gonna be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.